How many of you guys have always wanted to learn another language but couldn't because of there was so many confusion as to what resources, where, how? Are you gonna learn with a textbook? Are you gonna learn by YouTube? Are you gonna learn with an app? Or if you're going to do either of them, which textbook, which channel, and which app? How to go around? What is the best method? And all of these questions overwhelm you and you just end up not learning it. Yeah. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, so I know what I'm talking about when it comes to language learning. I don't think a lot of people mention this tip when they talk about language learning, and I think that it's really essential, so stick around till the end of the video to know what it is. Hi there, I am Ramya and welcome back to my channel. So here we do a lot of crazy things like chaotic videos about books, K-dramas, Taylor Swift, and now also we're turning into a new part of our channel, which is the language part. I'm currently learning Korean and French, so it's gonna be fun. So that was me a few years ago when I wanted to learn Korean really bad and I had no resources or no idea as to where to start out from. So this video is for all of you people who are really into learning Korean but you have no idea. So I started learning Korean 2 years ago in 2023 in the month of April during my holidays. 안녕하세요. 저는 람야입니다. 네, 제가 어떻게 유튜브에서 한국을 배웠다고 알려줄 건데 이건 최대한 빨리, 최대한 내가 편했던 방법이라서 다른 사람들도 이걸 보고 조금이라도 알려주시면 좋겠다라고 생각해요. 그러니까 이거 말하는 건데 There's a lot of debate about like Duolingo. Should you go to Duolingo? Absolutely not. Especially if your language is Korean, I would not recommend Duolingo strictly because of the way that the app is structured, because it is really good once you have like a basic idea of Korean. Like once you get like the vowels and the consonants and all of this, you can go to Duolingo. I would personally recommend, yes. But if you're starting out, like you're literally blank and you want to go into Korean, don't do Duolingo, you guys. Because the way that it is structured, you will learn about stuff that is irrelevant in the beginning and then the relevant stuff comes up later, which is so stupid. And also, not just that, there's a lot of sounds, there's a lot of way of saying Korean vowels. Like there's this letter, which is... So if I say 사랑해, that comes in the sound of R, right? 사랑해. If I say the word 살자, it comes in the letter of L, like the sound is of L, right? Of English L. So 살자 meaning to live or let's live. 사랑해 is obviously everybody who watches drama must know 사랑해 is the ultimate word that we want to hear. I love you. So yes, I feel like there's a lot of those instances in Korean language specifically, which is why I would not recommend Duolingo, you guys. For me personally, the best way to get started Korean learning ever is a YouTube channel that I swear by, you guys. This dude who's been doing this for so many years, he knows what he's doing, okay? Just please trust him blindly and go after him, and I will link his channel in the description. But basically it's called Learn Korean with Go Billy. I will put it up here and in the description, so check him out. He has this one video specifically, I will put that up here, which is learn Korean or learn Hangul in 90 minutes or something like that. That video is the only video that I watched for my entire like alphabet learning. It was the best, the slowest. Like I personally hate it when you watch like YouTubers and they're like, especially language learning, you watch these certain people and they're already speaking in the language and they're confusing you. They are already like, you know, way ahead of you and you're like, hello bro, I haven't gotten up till there. Billy is the best channel. And not just that, also there's another YouTuber which once you start learning, once you start getting the hang of it, you can go to her. It's Korean with Ina. Most of you must know, if you're already like into Korean a little bit, you must know her. She's such an amazing person. She teaches it so well. Also there's this one song, I'm just putting on all the resources that I know, that I can think of at the top of my head right now. I know Korean vowels are really hard in the beginning because all of them look and sound the same in the first few days. I know, I've been there. And you can just see my notes. I just have my notes over here. Yeah, I maintained a notebook and there's just, it's just full of like notes of Korean, okay? And I know in the initial days when I was learning the Korean vowels, I literally was like, how do these people even talk? Because everything legit sounded the same to me and I was like, huh? what are you guys going on about? Especially because it's written in a very similar way. It's all like lines and stuff. I was like and I was very confused, but least to say, I can differentiate and say very well now. For vocabulary, there's nothing better than Talk to Me in Korean. The podcast, the YouTube channel, whatever you want, they're amazing. And if you want to get textbooks also, Talk to Me in Korean is really, really good. They start from the basics, they go to ultimate levels and stuff. I don't know what it's called, A1, A2, something like that. So yeah, they are the it, okay? Talk to Me in Korean, Duolingo for once you actually learn. For basics, like going blind into Korean, I would really, really recommend Gobili. I also write a lot in Korean, which I think I found it very helpful. I have notebooks over there, right there, where I started writing in Korean. So this is another thing that I want all of you guys to start doing if you're learning a language for the first time. And you got the hang of a basic vocabulary, you got the hang of a basic like structures of the grammar, start writing a journal or a diary or whatever you want to call it. Do it, okay? Because I'm telling you, the whole point of you learning a language is because you want to be able to express yourself in that language, right? And there's no better way than writing about your day, about your feelings, about your emotions, whatever. Do it, okay? Because that is single-handedly the best method that I found to instantly elevate my learning. Because I cannot, there are some entries in those notebooks that I cannot understand right now because I was that bad at the grammar conjugation, the verb conjugation, or just that bad at framing the sentence, or even the spellings. Oh my god, I ick myself out when I go back and read them. And most of them don't make any sense. And I know that might seem like, then what's the point? Because the point is, some point in the long line, you're gonna get the hang of it, and you're gonna start writing fluently. Obviously, you have to be learning also on the side, so you're not just gonna magically get it. So yeah. So, time for the magical tip or realms trick, you guys. And that is that when you learning whatever language, whether that's Korean, whether that's French, whether that's Thai, whether that's, I don't know, any other language, Mandarin, oh my god, great, any other language, I will really, really recommend to you guys, my only advice to you guys would be to expose yourself to that language as much as possible. I'm talking books, movies, dramas, songs, even just YouTubers, Korean YouTubers, or like French YouTubers or whatever. Every like, it's the 21st century, man. Find your resources, find your language people, right? So I'm not saying like go to like apps like Duolingo and like Lingodia and like make communities and like learn. If that's your thing, then go ahead, do that. But I'm saying like you have to have constant exposure to the language, or else you will not get the hang of it. And this is the fastest method to get the hang of it as well. While you're doing this, learning also and writing, you will master Hangul in like 3 months. I'm telling you. Or at least get the hang of it in 3 months. Because, especially if you're learning like Korean, there are infinite resources. It's K, man. What are you talking about? Start exposing yourself to the way that the normal people speak. Like whether that's in dramas, TV shows or whatever. Start exposing yourself to that. Because then you'll sound more like a local and get the accent really, really fast. Because 한국 사람들 이렇게 말하는 거예요. So when I started speaking Korean, I sounded like a little bit more like I'm definitely an Indian. But now I feel like I've kind of progressed to a certain point where I sound like a native, a little bit. I'm not saying I'm completely there yet, but 조금만이라도 그렇게 틀린 것 같아요. 네, I don't think a lot of people talk about this because I mean I don't know. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Not on my watch. So yes. That is all for your resources, your apps. And also, I want to touch on this before I end this video, is do you have to install like fancy apps and pay for all of that? Absolutely not. If you're starting out and you want to just get the hang of it, get the habit, stay consistent, please just stick to YouTube, okay? There's so many people on YouTube, not just the ones I mentioned, so many infinite resources on YouTube. It's so foolish for you guys to go pay for it in the beginning. Okay, like, please don't. Just stick to YouTube. Holy grail, we all go to YouTube, okay? It's ultimate, okay? So, you have more than enough resources out here. Not just that, if you want to just start, like, grasping stuff through dramas, do it. That's how I started out. I started grasping words like 사랑해, which means I love you, 보고 싶다, which means I miss you. So yes, I'm wishing you all the best. 네, 조카요. 공부 잘해요. 네, I hope you guys have a great time learning Korean or any other languages you want to. Hope you guys got something from this video, which I really hope if you did, you could like the video or subscribe. Bye!